Welcome to the Yo-11 podcast. Yo-11 podcast, mostly Vegas, no BS casino experience and more. Michael Traeger's casino and travel loyalty expert who also helps people turn their travel dreams into reality. We'd also like to take the time to mention one of our affiliates and sponsors, Your Best Credit Cards. Use the link below to subscribe to credit card bonus offer notifications and never miss a bonus offer again. When you sign up, it'll track the cards you are interested in and alert you when the bonus goes up. Speaking of bonuses, you also support the Yo-11 podcast when you use it. And now your host, Michael Traeger. How's it going, Michael?
It's going pretty well today. How are you doing?
I am doing well. Thank you for asking. Just another fine, hot day here in Las Vegas.
It's hot. It's hot damn. Hot damn heat.
Hot damn.
Hot damn. That's one of those things I love to say. Hot damn.
Yeah, that's also a part of today's title. So that's going to be that's pretty interesting. Where the title is "Hot Damn." We talk fees, parking, resort, and heat and Olympics. Las Vegas. I'm surprised you didn't add "Oh my" in there as well.
Oh my, that's right. Well, everyone loves to talk fees, and this is a lot of response from a number of questions that you've pushed out there, and you have some of the responses and things from Facebook, which is cool because we do that so we can talk about it. And I guess with no further ado,
let's get on with the tease.
Okay. Well, the first one, pick one. If you had to only pick one, free parking or no resort fees. And I think this is an interesting question. I've never seen anyone actually put those two together. I mean, I've seen people write and talk a lot about parking fees and resort fees. For a very long time, there was lots of free parking everywhere on the Strip. Remember those days, Modesto?
Oh, I remember those days. They were nice.
Yeah. I think, though, if you think about it, there's usually more ways to get around parking. And also, parking is often more reasonable than resort fees. And not everyone has or uses a car, or they are not using a car to pop around because they are drinking alcohol. So I would say that if I had to pick it, I would rather have no resort fees than parking, because I think I could work out the parking more easily than I could work out the resort fees, setting aside the fact that there are ways to get your resort fees. What do you think if you had to choose one for you?
Same thing for me. I would choose the no resort fees option. I don't mind hopping on a monorail or Ubering or lifting wherever I got to go. I'd rather be able to enjoy my time and not worry about, okay, I had a drink, I have to wait 2 hours before I can drive or stuff like that. So for me, it would be the resort fees. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, no, I pretty much so agree with that. And a lot of people did respond to that, basically saying resort fees, no resort fees. No resort fees, not everyone drives. No resort fees. Resort fees. Thankfully, Connecticut hasn't jumped on that bandwagon. That's true. They've been really good at Connecticut about that at Mohegan and Foxwoods, and no resort fees. So this is agreed. No resort fees is definitely what people want. And it goes on and on and on. There are even more. Let's see what Trey said. With no resort fees, the room rates will just jump $50 to $75 per night. It won't change anything on the consumer side. It'll only change how much third-party booking sites make off of the room bookings. This is true, and this is a very interesting thing, because remember, third-party booking sites, or even when Zork Travel books rooms for people, the way you get paid is you get commission for the room rate. So you only get commission on the room rate. You do not get commission on taxes, fees, or taxes on fees. So yeah, that's a big reason why hotels love to charge resort fees, even if they, even even if you look at everything else there, I almost forgot what I was going to say. I mean, the thing about it is that it's a way for them not to pay commission, and that's a lot of commission. If you consider the average commission on rooms is between 10 and 20%, usually closer to 10%, not paying commission for $50 on thousands and thousands and millions of rooms does add up to be a lot of money. So it isn't just the fact. Some people will say to you, well, hotels want to not list the resort fee, add the resort fees differently, separately. This is what I was thinking of, is because on search engines, when you look for a price, you say, wow, that room is $19. That's awesome. But it's $19 plus a $45 resort fee plus tax. So really the room rate, and pretty much only in Las Vegas is it like this, in a couple of casino places, the room rate is way lower. But if you had a room rate of $20 and then had to add a $40 resort fee to it, now it's going to show up as a $60 room, because it still is a $20 room plus a resort fee. I guess we could argue about that. Yes. And of course so that is legitimately one reason to make your property look less expensive. But I think the more critical reason is not having to pay commission to the third party or any booking sites on those resort fees. So it's very, very limited, lucrative. And we'll see. Somebody thinks if you eliminate resort fees, parking will then increase. I'm not so sure about that. I don't know. What do you think, Movestro?
I don't think so, unless the assumption is that they have to make up for the loss of resort fees somehow, so that they'll tack it on to parking. Maybe that's what the thought process is there. Not sure if that would be the thing though.
Yeah, I mean, this is another interesting thing. The Biden administration has been going after some of these fees. They're trying to pass potentially some new laws. And I think I talked to you about doing the political connection of travel and politics. And that could be interesting, but it could be divisive, though it doesn't really. I mean, there is a lot of different philosophy over the fact whether the government should regulate those kind of things. It could make for an interesting conversation. Should we do that? I don't know. If enough people tell me to do it, I'll do it. I try to stay away from things that are political, except for Movestro for president.
Well, what if I do an impersonation of every president during that episode? That way, everyone is covered. I can do everyone from Reagan.
Did you catch yesterday? Oh, by the way, you should show the next question. Next question is really good. Okay. Did you catch, just so people have a preview, dun, 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 if you're on the podcast, you're just going to have to wait on podcast only version. Did you catch that Jimmy Carter stayed in the Mirage Villas? Did you catch that?
Yes, I did. I can't do Carter though, but I'm sure if I listened to him one time, I could. I'm pretty sure he had a bit of a Southern accent and probably an old man voice. Like I could work it. Well, I could do Ronald Reagan. Jelly beans. Anyways, read my lips. No new taxes. Who was after him? I did not have immoral relations with that woman. All right, there was him. Who was after him? Who was after? Nuclear. Okay, and then it was my policies are legit. You could ask Michelle. All right, so we got him. Who was after him? Listen, I'm the greatest president there ever was, the best there ever will be. Okay, got him, and we got to beat Medicare. All right, so we're good. I got everybody. All right, next question.
That was absolutely fabulous. I love. You see, people don't know what they're going to get here. Your Trump imitation is really, really good.
I've been working on him a lot. He's just so much fun to impersonate. As someone who likes to do impressions, he's fun. He's just fun to impersonate.
No, really, really good. So today's forecast conditions: Las Vegas, 120 degrees.
Highs in the OMFG.
How do you beat the heat in Las Vegas? This is a you question, Movestro, because one way we beat the heat in Las Vegas is not going then or there when it's fucking ridiculously warm. Dun-dun-dun, boom.
I try to not go outdoors during the day if possible. When I go riding around on my bike at night, it's at night. I mean, when I say at night, I mean 2 a.m. It's just been really hot where I'm just like, no thanks. I could whatever I need to do, I try to do it after midnight. That's just
But it's a dry heat.
it doesn't matter.
I like Trey. I go back to the casino and play more craps because you know what? It's a different kind of hot at the craps table.
And you never leave the table when you're on a heater. So there's that.
Never know. No, that's true. That's true. It is. It is. Yeah. Somebody else said. Seb said it was by not going. Dun 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 dun.
It's a dry
Oh.
heat.
Yes, yes, yes. Somebody else wanted to talk about the heat problem can be solved by changing check-in and check-out times to times at night. That way, the people who switch hotels could do so without being in the heat of 11 a.m. to noon, which is the hottest time of the day. I don't know. I'm going to have to ponder that.
The hottest
That's
time of
too
the
much.
day
I don't
is
like to
actually
change.
3 in the afternoons. 3 p.m.
I don't
is
like
the
to change hotels
yeah,
anyway
3
because
p.m.
I'm
Is the hottest point of the day. Absolutely. And that's what Melissa Rogers Bagley, aka Melba, went on to say in her comment there. But yeah, it's 3 p.m. is the hottest point of the day for sure.
gotcha. Gotcha. Yes, the casinos have good AC. So that is cool. That's how you beat the heat. I mean, we do. There is a lot of air conditioning in Vegas. I mean, I think the main, okay, people, I love Las Vegas a lot. I really love it a lot. I also love the beach a lot. Cue Michael amazing beach photos. Every morning I'm out on the beach or
That's right.
next to the beach. I love that. That makes me very happy. That's why I'm so happy where I'm living. But you know what? I love being outside, but I don't really love being at the pool, or I wouldn't love being at the beach. But usually at the beach, it's never 120 degrees
Right.
unless it's the desert, but there's no ocean last time I checked. So, one of the ways that I beat the heat is by not sitting outside in those kind of temperatures. And Vegas, no matter how great the pool area is still a bit of a concrete jungle.
Exactly.
And yeah, so it's tough. It's tough being. Hey, some people have told me that they really like the heat at outside. I think actually Vegas Vice. You find Vegas Vice on Twitter. He does a lot of good content and is doing a lot of craps content lately. Maybe you can remember to put him in the show notes.
Maybe.
Vegas, or it's not on. I used to. You know what I hate? Yeah, it is. It actually is. I wanted to get it correctly. It is the Vegas Vice on X, but he's also on YouTube too and does a lot of videos. And I think he likes the heat. And for people who like sitting outside in the heat, God bless you. I'm very happy for you, but I don't. That's I'm fine being on the beach. I love the ocean and love being on the beach, even if it's warm. But 120 degrees in a concrete jungle at the pool, probably not.
Yeah, beach is the way to go. And you get that ocean breeze coming in. Even on a hot day, you get that ocean breeze coming in, that mist of the water. Like it's all good. The closest you're gonna get to that maybe is the wave pool at Mandalay Bay, out here.
Could be. So, next up, what is your favorite memory of the Mirage?
Are you asking me?
Well, I'm asking in general. What's your favorite memory?
Well, my favorite memories on every time I was visiting out here, I would stand in the atrium and try to get this shot. Because one of the things I love about the atrium is that you can stand in the property, but look out of that dome and see the Mirage sign from where you're standing. And to me, I just always love the idea of getting that perfect shot up at the dome with the Mirage sign, out there, because if you're visiting, it gives you the sense that you're actually standing in the property for some reason, more than a picture of any casino. So I would always stand in the atrium, get that spot that I always get on that little bridge, and aim up and just try to get that perfect shot. And that became like my Vegas tradition of just consistently always trying to go for that shot. And since 2009, I've taken multiple pictures of that with the last one being the night before it closed. I think I used that cover image for one of our articles on Travel Zork. But yeah, and I think that what the Mirage reminds me of when I first visited Las Vegas, or maybe it was my second trip to Vegas, and I remember staying at the Mirage with a friend of mine. We got it on a Friday night, so the landing was awesome because you look to your right from the plane we were on. You see the Vegas Strip, and it's just awesome. You get in there, you check in, you walk across that atrium, and make your way to the guest elevators. And there was a place called Revolution Lounge. Revolution Lounge was a place that opened when the Beatles show opened. It was sort of a revolution. Beatles, it's all about a revolution. So they had Revolution Lounge, and I remember like the music was just pumping out of there. It was a Friday night. I think it was a Rihanna song that came on, and I remember just like that. Oh my God, I'm in Vegas feeling kicked in, and that's my favorite memory of the Mirage. Just that Friday night. Oh my God, I'm in Vegas, energized feeling of being in Las Vegas. That's my favorite memory was that moment right there, simply on the way to the elevators and passing Revolution Lounge.
But is that as good as getting a picture perfect of Waffle House and Beau Rivage in the background?
I think it's even better, if I'm going to be honest.
I just dropped that for you. I threw it
I
in
saw
the
it. Yeah,
I threw it in the Yo-11 drive. If you really want to go off on a tangent, as I read a few of these, you can throw that picture up because I think it's absolutely hysterical. But a lot of people talking Vegas Vacation for sure. Vegas Vacation is amazing. Our friends at 360 Vegas, they do deep dives into a lot of movies, and I don't know if it's only for their Patreon people, but this week they were analyzing the limo ride in Vegas Vacation, like whether it was accurate and the places. So it was a typical kind of thing that they do. That was really cool. Seeing Siegfried and Roy, yes, absolutely iconic. Somebody said, even though it was under the MGM brand, Mirage always felt like a standalone property. Its character was so great that even MGM couldn't dull it. From its strip facing to the valet atrium and out into the pools, Mirage was special. Partying with Nick Papagiorgio, that is a Vegas Vacation reference. But I still think my picture of Beau Rivage is truly iconic.
With that Waffle House, because you have to get like the really Walmart version of IHOP in that picture, and you captured it beautifully, Michael. Fantastic. Wonderful.
Thank you. Moving on. And that, yes, I did capture it. I remember you went from Mirage to Steve Wynn's next project, the Bellagio, which I think they were thinking of calling Bellagio something like Beau Rivage. What were they going to call Bellagio? Were they going to call it Bellagio? I don't know. But anyway, Beau Rivage is really the Bellagio of Biloxi, and it is absolutely a Steve Wynn property. A little bit of that throwback, yes, but that's what Beau Rivage is. It is the Bellagio of Biloxi.
Maybe we could Photoshop the Waffle House sign out of that picture that you...
That is perfect. That picture is perfect. You should put that up. Anyway, let me get that picture ready for after. Well, if the Summer Olympics were held in Las Vegas, would you attend? I don't know where you come up with this shit. When I saw you drop this, I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? If the Summer Olympics were held in Las Vegas, would you attend? Now, the Winter Olympics were in Tahoe before.
Uh-huh.
Well, same state.
So I had an Olympic theme going on because that week the Olympics started last Friday. I'm a huge Olympics fan. So like I'm not much of a sports fan, but when the Olympics are happening, I am. And so basically I was like, what can we do to tie in this? So I had an article about why Las Vegas can never host the Summer Olympics, why Las Vegas can almost host the Winter Olympics, and they're only missing like one thing. So if they can make that happen, they're good.
Well, a couple of people, some good answers. The ones I expected, like from James, is one of the events dice influencing. Yes, dice influencing should be part of the Olympics.
That's like,
JM said, "I'm not even going to bother watching from my living room." Yawn. I don't love the Olympics, but I don't hate the Olympics. I sort of enjoy it in small doses. Somebody said, "Heck no." Eric said, "Yes, 100%." Patty said, "Not a snowball's chance in hell." I haven't heard that saying in a while. Uh, Actually, and then it's probably the only event that would top F1's room rates. That's a good point. Bachman said 100%. Joanne Gray said no. And somebody else said, after seeing the success of the Super Bowl, Andy said, absolutely. So I think the yeses sort of win here.
I think so. I think it's a good evening out. I mean, you also had the same thing with F1, except for locals, right? But like, so if you don't count the locals here, people were kind of on board with F1, and until it happened, and so it was mixed reviews, but there was also a lot of like, yeah, I'll go see that, and a lot of people turned up for it. But yeah, let's just, it's too soon to talk about F1. When's the legal limit? What's the legal limit when we have to start talking about F1 again?
We've not approached it yet. We get to talk about F1 as soon as Christmas decorations show up at Walmart.
All right, so September.
that's that's what I'm aligning it to. Okay, not Halloween and Thanksgiving, but Christmas decorations.
So September. Okay, sounds because they mix them up with the Halloween, and they get Halloween up there usually a month prior. So you'll find Halloween happens. They'll put up Halloween stuff in September, and then like mid-October, they're busting out the Christmas. Although if you go to like a Michael's or a Hobby Lobby type of store, they put them up even earlier because people have to make their crafts. So they need time to make their crafts to give them to people for Christmas. I walked into a Michael's once and it was like September. And I was like, why is all this Christmas stuff out here so early? It's not time yet. But yeah. All right. Let's go on to the next thing.
Okay, we will go on to the next thing.
Yeah, so this one was a simple like this post. If you have ever been approached by a lady of the night in Las Vegas. I wasn't expecting comments, but our people, it got 10 likes, so that's good. But yeah, I'm gonna leave the commentary to you.
So people like that question, right?
Yeah, we got 10 likes, so that means at least 10 people have been hit on by ladies of the night in Las Vegas.
At least 10 people have. Okay, but have you is the question.
Yes, I have actually. First trip.
Yeah, no, the answers were pretty good. Yeah, she approached to ask what I was doing. I told her that I was going to bed. She asked if she could join me, and I pointed to my wedding ring. That's a I don't think that's usually a detractor for them. That's Steve said all the time. I think because I travel to Vegas solo. The best thing about that is though it was early morning, but after he'd woken up. But that's pretty funny. I've approached the best time I was ever approached, which was funny, was in Atlantic City at Revel, which is now Ocean, and I was playing craps, and I was approached by this woman as I'm playing craps, which was very odd to me.
Hmm.
And I was paying attention, and I really like things were going on at the craps table or whatever. And she just looked me in the face and said, "I like to fuck." And I was like, "That's great, but I'm in the middle of something right now."
Yeah, that's
It
great.
was seriously to carry. It went something like that. Yeah, that was perfect Atlantic City. But actually, probably a good a good business approach. Just get it out there. Like, just be completely direct, right?
Yep. That's I mean that one, yeah, you can't really get more direct than that.
Yeah, it's not the like, are you lonely? Are you going somewhere? Are you with someone? Where are you going tonight? That kind of thing. Do you want to have fun? Do you want to party?
Well, with the direction, it seems like she would have been really into it because she likes to do that. So why should she make money for doing something she likes? I think you should have charged her, sir.
Turn it around.
Turn it
That's
around.
right.
You'd be like, here's my
That's right.
rates. Look at the size of this chip
To
cock.
get me to leave this craps table right now, you're going to have to pay me.
You see the
Which
size
could be.
of this chip cock on the table right now? There is no way.
Oh, man. Okay.
Shout out to 360 Vegas for the term chip cock. If you don't know what that is, it's a stack of chips piled high on the table.
Chip cock. Huh. Hashtag chip cock. So we could thank Vegas, 360 Vegas for that. That's great.
Yep.
That sounds very 360 Vegas to me. Okay, well, this was fun. Thank you for doing that. Hey, do you have my beautiful picture of Beau Rivage and Waffle House?
You're serious about that? Okay, yeah. Give me a second. Let me pull that up for you. All right, this will be.
You know what? It is so. I have to say, it's so smart when we talk about like where do you want to go when you've been gambling and it's 4 a.m. Where do you want to go? It's easy. Waffle House.
I
At least it's convenient.
I guess. All right, I got to. What's this? Okay. All right.
Anyway, you don't have to do that. We could do it. We could do it for tomorrow.
No, we can absolutely make this happen. You know what? I'm just gonna pull up WhatsApp. How's that? Let me just pull up WhatsApp and I'll share the window. Yeah, hang on. I got you. Okay. All right. Video. Nope. Nope. Stop. Nope. Yeah. Okay. And can we? Yeah. Okay. All right, there's WhatsApp, and let's just double click that image, make it bigger. Okay, there, it should be there now. All right, there it is.
Okay,
Waffle House.
Cool.
I mean,
see, I never know what people. What are people seeing? Are people seeing me? Are they seeing the image now?
People are seeing the image, and they're also
Look
seeing,
at that.
and
Perfect
they're also
picture of Waffle
seeing
House
my half of the screen. So yeah, but there it is. It's lovely. It's a great shot. You know, a bit crooked, but you know, it's that's fixable in Photoshop.
It was done on purpose. It was a creative shot.
And then we'll just take out the Waffle House sign, and we should be good.
Anyway, maybe we'll do it. I just thought it was perfect that there was a Waffle House there. Anyway, that's all we got for you today, I think. But this was fun. Thank you for listening to us this week, and I think that's about everything. Anything else? Anything else that I forgot today?
I don't know. You have anything on your mind or anything that you want to share?
Actually, I do have one thing on my mind, and this is a question. This is it hasn't been on my mind for that long, and I got it from another podcaster. Are there too many Vegas influencers? And I guess you have to distinguish what a Vegas influencer is. But do you think there are too many? Do you think that things have changed? It's different now than it was 5 years ago or 10 years ago or 2 years ago? I don't know. I have to ponder it a little. What do you think, Movestro? You think there are too many Vegas influencers? Or do you think just the people who are not the most successful influencers are saying that there are too many Vegas influencers?
That's a good question. There's
definitely.
And do
you want to be a successful influencer? Sorry to interrupt.
No, I don't think I ever wanted to be an influencer. I never liked the idea of, you know, because someone says something cool is cool, I'm supposed to do it. I've never been on the whole influencer thing. I liked making vlogs when I lived out here. I liked being, you know, a vlogger because it was a way of taking home with me my experience in Las Vegas. Vegas is home now, so I'm not really. I'm more enjoying Vegas without a phone in front of my face. I might do something from time to time, but anyways, I think that there is an oversaturation though. I think that before 2020, it wasn't as oversaturated as it is now. I think once it became, you know, everyone going back to Vegas, you know, with Vegas reopening after the pandemic, I think we started to see more and more vloggers and more influencers and stuff like that. I'm old school. I came from just after Vegas Chatter. I came from Vegas Bright, you know, a website I made, and At the time, it was blogging. There wasn't very much as far as vlogs going, maybe except for Matt Bridger, because Matt Bridger's been doing this for a long time. But that was it. And then it seemed like, transition to video happened, and this made it easy for people for YouTube, and then of course TikTok and Instagram, whatever. I think that there is a bit of an oversaturation of Vegas content now, at least way more than there used to be. And it's a good thing and a bad thing, because it brings more people content about Las Vegas, especially people who have never been or miss being here and want to see more of it. At the same time, Las Vegas is just one city, so it's considered niche, so I think that people
You mean it's considered niche?
Niche, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not fancy. Niche.
I think you could say it either way. Well, you know what? Not to interrupt you too much on this, but I think the difference is that people didn't really love writing, doing blog posts. And also, like, podcasting is also a little bit, I don't know. I mean, podcasting to me is more like blogging than like vlogging. But I think once video came in, especially with Reels and TikTok and shorts and YouTube, I think people just sort of enjoy that, but I think they enjoy making it and creating it more. But I also think they enjoy consuming it more, at least the newer generations, especially Gen Z. So I don't know, maybe it's just more fun. It just wasn't as much fun to create a blog or to create a podcast as it is to do a reel or to do video content. I don't know, maybe, times change and that's it. I enjoy what we do here. I think it's sort of fun. I don't allow it. I think one of the big things that I was telling you before the episode, and we talk about a lot, or we've talked about before, I don't let it impact my trips to Vegas. I'll do some content stuff, but I only do a limited amount of content. I don't let it like rule and control my trip. So I don't stay at, like, for example, like I'm always staying at Wynn because, yeah, I should stay at other properties because I could create more content. And I do visit some of the other properties and do tours and things like that and share that content. But you know what? I don't give a fuck. I really enjoy staying at Wynn. Wynn is my happy place. Yeah. I love Wynn Tower Suites. So yeah, it would be great for me to stay at a different hotel every time I went to Vegas for the day. And I don't love to change hotels because I'm a little bit of a princess. But you know what? No, I'm going to do what makes me happy. And I think that also makes creating the content happier.
Yeah, and I think it has to do with finding the right balance, of your vacation and maybe wanting to also get content. And I think what happens is a lot of people visit and they're like, okay, I need to, get pictures of this place. I got to get video of that place because it's brand new and I got to, do an article or I have to do a video. And it becomes that. And my philosophy about Las Vegas has been for a long time. And I used to say this at the end of DGen Heaven. And I always give this as travel advice for people who want to come out here is I say, if you're planning a trip to Vegas, stay bright. Be sure to do Vegas right. Don't overthink it and don't overplan it. Just let Vegas happen. Because I think that when you let Vegas happen, you open yourself up to more experiences that you didn't plan. Sometimes the best times I've had out here when I was
like visiting, winding up at XS when you don't expect.
Yeah, right. Like you did. You wound up at freaking XS at like freaking 3 a.m, whatever it was. Like things like that. I find that the best things that have happened out here were things I didn't plan at all. And they just happened. And so I always tell people, if you're visiting Vegas the first time, all right, and you want to do 3 days, all right, here's what you do. Or 4 days. Day one, stay center strip. Day one, go to the left of the strip, explore everything. Day two, go to the right of the strip, explore everything. Go downtown at night. Daytime's go downtown at night. That's where the party is. On your last day, don't plan anything. Don't plan a single thing. And just do whatever comes your way. And I think that's usually how people get the best Vegas experiences.
Love it. And that is awesome. And that is a great thing to close with because I need to go check this rice cooker that I set on a timer because we need rice for our stir fry tonight. And this rice cooker requires a PhD to operate. So I need to make sure that I programmed the rice cooker. It's very Japanese rice cooker that I programmed the rice cooker correctly so that it has started cooking my rice.
Do you have to know Japanese in order to program that rice cooker or is that
it has pictures.
Okay. Okay, so basically, if you can understand an IKEA manual, you should be fine. Is basically what I'm
Right. So
understanding.
everyone's going to have to wait to next week to hear how my rice came out.
All right. Well, looking forward to it, man.
Anyway, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us again on the Yo-11 podcast.
All right, and that's going to do it for this episode. Luxury travel booking, travelzork.travel. Visit us at travelzork.travel to plan your next amazing vacation. And please join the conversation on social media. You can find us easily. All social platforms are at TravelZork. We'll see you next time. Good luck with that rice, Michael.